Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I thought I'd do something a little different. I'm not a makeup artist or a makeup pro in any way, shape or form, but I think I'm pretty savvy and pretty good at finding really good products that are really cheap. So obviously I'm at university, I have like certain amount of money I can spend on unnecessary stuff like makeup, which in my eyes is necessary but probably isn't actually. So if you still want to treat yourself but don't really feel like spending £30 on a powder, I'm here for you. I can give you the goods, I tell you what you need to know. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So the first bit of makeup, it's not like a piece of makeup, like a piece of clothing item. The first item of makeup is the RCMA No Colour Powder. This is incredible, honestly amazing. You can find it on Court Beauty, Beauty Bay. I think that's the only two places. I don't know that you can get it in Boots or Superdrug. I don't think that you can. This is amazing. It was literally, I want to say £7. One of the best things that I've bought for sure. I only got this because my translucent Laura Mercier powder ran out and I was just not about to spend £33 again on it. So I thought I'll just give this a go. I'd seen like other people using it, like I watched so much YouTube and so many people were using it. So I thought I'll give it a go. It arrived, it is white. It says translucent, it is white in the bottle and the packaging. I was like, I was a bit skeptical. I did think it was going to be a bit chalky because honestly it comes out, shake it out and it does look chalky. Not in the slightest, it is amazing. Like I put it on with a wet beauty blender. I press it in, but sometimes like down the sides of my nose or on your cheekbones, I will bake with it and brush it off. Doesn't remove any of your concealer because sometimes you can find with powders, you brush them off and they take the concealer with you. Annoying. But this, no way. So good. So cheap. Definitely translucent. It looks white, but it's not. But it gives like a nice like glowy sort of, it's very bright. It doesn't dull down your under eyes because I like a brighter under eye. It's not got any pink undertones, not even yellow, it's just completely what it says, translucent. I would say an amazing dupe for the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I know for a fact I just looked, there's 1 ounce in that Laura Mercier powder, £33. 3 ounces in this for £7. You really can't go wrong. It's so cheap, it's such a good product. This is huge, this will last you forever. Like I've had this since Christmas, so about 6 months, and you can't even see that I've used it, and I use it for everyday use, going on nights out, because I love a boogie. I love a boogie, but I get pretty sweaty. So this, because I would find that I would get sweaty in my, that's so nice, and my makeup here would kind of disintegrate, move around a bit. With this, no way, it stays in place. Honestly, I couldn't like say a bad word about this. It's amazing. And if you do shake a bit too much out, this screws off. You can just pop it back in. The next makeup item is this Laura Geller Life Glows On High Definition Glow Illuminator Palette. I found this in TK Maxx. I'm pretty sure you can get it in Boots. I have seen it in Boots. I haven't seen this exact like trio thing, but I've seen the individual ones. But if you can find it in TK Maxx, this was £7 for 3 of them. It's so cheap and it is amazing, like an amazing product. So these are 3 highlighters. One's called Opal Haze, kind of purpley. I don't tend to use that because it looks a bit weird on my skin, like purple highlighter. I like Champagne Toast and Moon Dust. So Champagne Toast, Champagne and Moon Dust, like a pearlescent whitey pink. They are incredible. They're not chalky. They don't go on in a nasty strip. Like as you can see, I've got it on today, nice and glowy. I have the Huda Beauty big like quad of highlighters, and I always reach for this over that now. That, I don't know how much that was. I want to say it's like anywhere between £30 and £40. This was £7. I use this every day. You can put more or less on. It's buildable, it's not chalky. It blends so lovely. Like it doesn't go horrible when you blend it on top of your powder like some highlighters do, and you could just see a big streak. Not with this at all. So cheap. I know you can get it on Court Beauty on Beauty Bay, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it in Boots. So if you do see it, it is definitely worth a try. So good, so cheap. Yeah, I love this. foundations, I've got 2 shades just because I love it so much. One is my daytime shade, which is golden beige. Yeah, golden beige. And one is my nighttime, like going out one, which is desert beige. Wet n Wild foundations are incredible. Honestly, if I can try and like get people to use any of these makeup products, these foundations. I got Esther it for her birthday. She loves it. Liv told me to use this because I used it one night when we were going out. Because I love to use the same foundation every night out. Huda Beauty foundation, because does not move, full coverage, nice and dark. But I don't know if I was at hers or whatever, I didn't have it with me. I used this and literally the next day I had to get it. It's cruelty free, which is a bonus, but it's also no flashback. It says goodbye photo flashback, which is the last thing you want. You've got a nice brown body, take a photo and you fucking flashback Mary. James Charles, nah. This is so good. £4. £4. It's so much in here. So cheap, so good. I would compare this to, in terms of coverage, the MAC Studio Fix one. It also smells a lot like the MAC Studio Fix, like a little bit chemically, not too overpowering. Like the MAC Studio Fix one is intense. This one is not too bad at all, and it's buildable. I would not get it if you have dry skin. It is very matte, and it also, I would say, blend it with a brush, a flat top kabuki brush. I don't tend to put it on with a wet beauty blender just because I don't find it blends it in as well, and also it does thin it out, I find, if I use a beauty blender. And also I do each section of my face at a time, because if I dot it on, by the time I blended all this bit in, this is dried and it doesn't blend very nicely. So I would 100% recommend flat top kabuki brush to blend this in, and do each bit of your face at a time. But other than that, amazing. It's thick, it's definitely buildable. Like, I can wear this, if I can wear this in the daytime in this shade and this at the night time in this shade, just goes to show how versatile it is. Like, it's in my daytime and nighttime foundation. So buildable, not cakey. So the next product is this concealer. Like, immediately I think this looks like the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. It's not. It's the L'Oreal Paris Infallible More Than Concealer, and it is, I was trying to read that and I was like, that's the bit in French. Infallible More Than Concealer, full coverage concealer, targeted all over. So I assume that just means you can do it under your eyes, or you can do it on spots. Like, it works for both. It is incredible. I got this just on a whim. I was in the train station in Birmingham in the Boots with Dom, dragged him around the beauty section, much to his delight. And I just come across this one. I needed a new concealer. I was going out that night and I was like, this will just do. £8, L'Oreal. I've had foundations from L'Oreal. I know they work well with my skin, so I just got it. One of the best concealers. It's amazing. It is so thick, it's so creamy, it blends lovely. Look, it is pretty full coverage concealer. It's got a lovely like big thick doe foot applicator. It's lasted me so long. It's lasted me a year. You probably shouldn't have makeup for a year. Can't be that great for you, but it still works, still does the job, so I'm still using it. It's that good that I told Liv about it. Liv's a makeup model. All my friends are beautiful. I look like a toe. She's a makeup model, and she told who she was modelling for about this. They got it and they love it. Like a proper MUA. So if it's good enough for an MUA at £8, it's good enough for me and you. It's amazing. Thick, creamy. Definitely a Tarte Shape Tape dupe. Tarte Shape Tapes are very expensive. This £8. Cannot go wrong. This is the Collection Lash Surge in Ultra Black. I love this. I have got 3 in my drawer, then I've got this 4th one, and those are repurchased ones. Like, I've had ones before that again. This is incredible. Collection, so you know it's going to be affordable. I think it's only about £6, which compared to like even like L'Oreal, Maybelline, Rimmel London, they're like version on like anywhere between £10 and £12, which isn't a lot of money. It isn't. But when you can get something for half the price, I think is better. I think it's a no-brainer, you should go for this one. You get black, ultra black, brown or waterproof. It is amazing. Like, I've got pretty good lashes, I'd like to say, but people like have asked me when I'm wearing it if I've got fake lashes on, and I'm like, oh no, it's just my mascara, it's a natural. But it's amazing. I'll just show you the, oh my god, I feel like a proper YouTuber. Can you see the applicator there? So it's not plasticky, it's got the bristles, which I like, but it's also not fat, so you can really get into every single lash. It's so nice. It's thick but doesn't make them go clumpy. It lasts for ages, it doesn't dry out or anything. £6, and this is the only mascara I ever use. I put it on my bottom lashes. Sometimes I like bottom lash mascara, sometimes I don't, depends on my mood, but this doesn't transfer underneath. You don't get that horrible like grey bit under there that makes you look like you've been punched in the eye. So I literally have nothing bad to say about this at all. I really, really love it. This one is in ultra black, because who doesn't want super thick black lashes? Okay, so the next product is a concealer. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in Lemon. You can tell how much I love it because all of the writing has come off. This, yeah, Lemon 1. This is even lighter than light. This is yellowy, pretty yellowy, because I love a bright under eye. Like, this concealer is bright, but it's definitely more pinky white. That's definitely not the correct terminology. This L'Oreal Paris one is in Cashmere 327. So it's still pale, still lighter than my foundation, but it's not bright. So I would use this for coverage under my eyes and then go in on top with like this yellow concealer to like brighten. But it works just as well on its own. You don't need to go in with a coverage concealer with this. It does both things, I find. Covers, it's so thick. You need a tiny little bit, goes such a long way, hence why I've had this for over a year. Ew, gross, probably not great for my skin, but it still works. £4, so thick. You need a little bit and lasts forever. So blendable. It does dry a bit quick. It does dry quickly, so you've got to work with it fast, but it's so thick. I love it. Lemon, because I like it a bit brighter. It used to be £2, and now I think it's about £4. But still, £4 for a concealer is nothing, is it? I love it. I'm looking at it now, I've still got so much left in here. I really, really love it. Talking of concealer, my next one is concealer as well. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. This one is in light yellow corrector, neutralises purple blue tones. So again, this is more of a brightening concealer, more than coverage, I would say. This one I would say does both. This one I would say still pretty decent coverage, like good coverage, but I can still see a few freckles through. Just put a little bit more on top and then you can't see anything through it, but it's so nice and brightening. So I like a bright under eye and then like bronzy cheeks or whatever. I really think this was about between £5 and £8, I can't remember. Beauty Bay or Court Beauty, either one of those, I'm pretty sure it's on both. Amazing, like amazing. It's got a little, it's almost like a paintbrushy kind of applicator. You can just draw it on, all the funny lines and stuff. Dom loves watching me put makeup on, so I'm just drawing shapes all on my face. But it's lovely, it blends so nice. You can, as I said, like if you want to wear it in the daytime, you can still see a few freckles, but if, again, want to wear it at night time, tiny bit more, and it's super thick, full coverage, blends like a dream, doesn't budge. And it doesn't as well. I find that some foundations, concealers can highlight my pores because I'm not blessed with small pores around my T-zone, as I like to go on about. And sometimes they can highlight it, like they can really sink into the pores. This doesn't at all. It looks so smooth, blends lovely. So yeah, Court Beauty or Beauty Bay, I think it's on both of those. But I would definitely recommend getting this. So my next product is the, wow, someone's running. That is brave. It's so hot today. I went for a run last night and oh my goodness, it was horrible. I've never sweated that much. Ew. Anyway, back to business. Fit Me Maybelline Matte and Poreless Normal to Oily Skin Foundation. This is amazing. Normal to oily skin. So I'm pretty normal, can get a little bit dry on my cheeks, but a very oily T-zone. So I thought, what's not to like about this, like it's working for both of my skin issues. It also mattifies and refines pores, great because I have big pores, and natural seamless finish, which I 100% agree with. It's so buildable. It's pretty runny. It is pretty runny, so it goes a long way. You can have a nice thin layer and you can still see like freckles through, you can still see a few spots, but then likewise you can put another layer on and it builds up more full coverage, but you can't tell if you put 2 layers on. It's not cakey in the slightest. My concealers blend so lovely over the top and it doesn't get oily and gross in my T-zone, and I really, really love it. This with the Fit Me concealer are a dream. So if I don't want to, for example, like I said, this doesn't tend to cover really dark spots. Like if I've been picking at a spot and I put this on, just one layer, you will see the spot underneath. So I'll just go in with the Fit Me concealer and dab it on. They work a dream together, which is probably on purpose because brands are going to make their products work nicely together, obviously. But like, it just really works so nicely, so seamlessly. So you can get away with having a thin layer on and just concealing the spot, or you can put another layer on, buildable, have more full coverage. It's just so versatile. So if you don't really want to get 2 foundations, one for daytime, one for nighttime, I would say this is really good because you can go from daytime to nighttime if it just builds up, put less on if you want. So I really think this is great for both things. So I really love that. My last skin product is the Rimmel London Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder, shade translucent. Esther made me get this because I just don't want to pay for my Laura Mercier powder, £33. I can't bring myself to buy that. Like Santa Claus can bring me that for Christmas. I just can't. This was, I think, I want to say about no more than £10, I'm pretty sure. Might have been even less. Like £9.99, something weird like that. Oh, that's only 1p less. Am I dumb? £7.99, sorry, like £7-10, something around there. It's really nice powder. It's so finely milled, like it's so like silky, just as like it says on here. I put it on with a wet beauty blender. It's so nice to bounce it in, or you can brush it off. Doesn't remove your concealer or makeup underneath. So nice as like an all over face powder. Obviously, because it's translucent, it's not gonna make you white, and it's also not gonna give colour, so it doesn't change the colour of your foundation or your concealer. Such a nice dupe for the Laura Mercier powder. Like, it is that good that I haven't found that I wanted to repurchase the Laura Mercier. Like, I do love the Laura Mercier, but this, for a fraction of the price, works just as well, that I don't feel the need to buy the other one, so that says something. Gosh, it's falling apart. So I've got the little collection growing here of lipsticks. Believe it or not, these are Primark Beauty lipsticks, and they are my favourite. I've got the MAC lipsticks, I've got Rimmel lipsticks, Maybelline. These I go for over those. They are so nice, so cheap, between like £1.50, £2.50. I really don't think they're more than that. I found them just on a whim. I was in the Nottingham Primark, not the Wolverhampton one. You won't catch me in there. It's absolutely chaotic. No way, just hectic. But the Nottingham one, lovely relaxing experience. This was a nice shock actually. I just picked them up just because I like the colours. I didn't expect the formulas to be great or anything. They are lovely, so pigmented, so creamy, buildable as well, because I find, like, I used to love to wear Velvet Teddy MAC. I think that's one that Kylie Jenner wore when she was like overlining her lips. But I find if I don't know if it's just me and I've got crusty lips, but if I like reapply it, like the layers just get crusty and bitty and not great. I honestly don't find that the case with these at all. Like, I wear them on a night out. If I do have to reapply, which is actually really rare, it doesn't come off at all. I put a layer on and it doesn't feel crusty or drying at all. I love it. This one's the matte one in Sunkissed. This one is Luster. This is like a more like glossy kind of lipstick. That's definitely not a technical term, but like, do you know what I mean? It's not matte, but it's also not a gloss. Like, it's silky. I don't know. Barely there. I love to use this one in the middle, then like a darker lip liner and blend it out. It's a lovely like ombre effect. Then these two, I love these. Satin Luxe. This one is in Naked and this one is in Nude. They've got magnetic lids, how fancy. But honestly, they've got such a variety. So they've got matte, they've got satin, and then they've got like glossier kind of ones. So such a variety. So cheap. They're so pigmented, so creamy, blendable. I was honestly so chuffed when I found these. Like, these are my go-to lipsticks, and I'm not a lipstick wearer. I'm lip liner and gloss, or at a push, you know those NYX velvety ones you put on with like a doe foot applicator, and they're like velvety, moussey kind of ones. At a push, that. But never lipstick really. And these have changed the game for me, and if you can get me to wear lipstick, they've got to be good. So I really recommend. So cheap. Like, there's nothing not to like about them. It's probably the best things that I've found. They are the Primark lip liners. Like, oh my god, you don't understand how good these are. They are so good. So buttery, creamy, so pigmented. Like, oh, they're lovely. I've got it on now. Let me see, let me do a swatch. Can you like see like how thick and creamy and pigmented and like dense that colour is? It's amazing. I've got Toffee, which is a little bit darker nude, so dark on the outside, blend it in with one of these lipsticks from Primark, or Toast, which is a little lighter and is more of an everyday. This is a little heavy, this is more for night time, I find, for my skin tone and makeup and stuff. But this as an everyday lip liner, Toast, honestly I want to say they're like 70p a pound. They are incredible. Like, I again pick these over my MAC ones. I love a MAC lip liner, but I don't know if it's just me, they are a little bit drying. Like, and also I blend it out of my finger. I just don't find this to be half as pigmented at all. These are incredible. Like, I honestly before was a bit of like a snob. I'm like, not going to Primark for my makeup, partly because I'm a bit of a snob, but then also I'm very skeptical about what I put on my skin. I know this isn't like skin makeup, but I would just avoid Primark at all costs before, because I'm very picky about what I put on my skin. So that's how you know all this stuff's good, because if I can put it on my skin and it doesn't ruin my texture, it doesn't give me spots, because I have temperamental skin, then you know it's going to be good for you, you know it's going to work for you. But I'm so glad that I just picked these up. They are amazing, and they've lasted me a very long time actually. I've lost the lids for them. Classic on a night out, like I just drop them on the floor. But these are amazing. Like, I would highly recommend. Looking for a lip, speaking too fast, I'm just so excited. Highly recommend, if you're looking for a new lip liner, get these. I've got so many, all the same nudes, pinky nudes. I'm looking at them now. Got ones from Rimmel, Maybelline, Barry M. I've lost my Barry M one, but also that was honestly £2. That was a lovely lip liner as well, so creamy, the perfect nude. Lost that on a night out, shock. Yeah, I'm looking at MAC ones as well over there. I find these more pigmented than MAC. Maybe MAC have changed their formula now, because the ones I've had for quite a while, I've had them for quite a long time. But these just trump them. They're honestly incredible. Last makeup item. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. I love this. Automatically, I just think it off the bat looks like the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil, and I would say it's a pretty good dupe for it as well. It's so cheap. It's honestly, I want to say £8. I will say though, I don't find it to last very long, but if you're okay with repurchasing it, it's worth the money. I have the pomade version from NYX, and I have the pencil. I've gone through 2 pencils in the time that it's taken me to barely get halfway through the pomade. So take that as you will. If you'd rather get more for your money, go for the pomade. It's still really nice. Got it on today. But if you want a bit more precision, if you want to draw in your hairs, if you've got sparse areas, this is amazing. Such a tiny little nib and so nice. And it doesn't move. Like, if you itch your eyebrows, sometimes you can touch your face and half your eyebrows come off and you've just exposed yourself, like your eyebrows are not there. This doesn't move, it doesn't come off. If you itch, if you're sweating on a night out, it doesn't move. It's amazing. Definitely a good dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills. But if you also would rather a pomade, the NYX pomade is amazing and lasts a really long time. So that is everything. That's all my favourite products. All so cheap. Literally all of them are less than like 15 quid. So cheap. and such good products. Like, some of them are just great products in their own right, some of them are dupes for more expensive things. Either way, so worth the money. All these products make up my everyday makeup routine without fail, and then some of them I will take into my nighttime routine, like the night out routine, just build up the foundation more, or put more powder on, whatever it is. But I love these products. I'm just looking at them now, and I'm so happy I filmed this video. It's like made me rediscover some of the products I've like forgotten about a little bit, because I love this Wet n Wild foundation, but at the minute when I've been wearing makeup, I've been reaching for the Fit Me. But just talking about how good this is has reminded me, and I'm going to use this next time I use my makeup. But yeah, I really hope that this has been interesting, you've enjoyed it, and it's giving you some ideas if you want to get some new makeup bits and bobs but really don't want to be spending a lot of money. These are definitely some things you should look at. I get them from Cult Beauty, Beauty Bay, and they're your best bets. And then obviously Boots and Superdrug, but some of the things you can't find in there. I know Wet n Wild is now in Boots. Before it wasn't, before I had to get it on Cult Beauty or Beauty Bay, but it is in Boots now. But yeah, so cheap, such good products. I genuinely love them, and I hope that you found some gems in this video and that you like them just as much as I do. So I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I hope that it's not too long. I feel like I've spoken really quickly in them because I've just got so excited. But yes, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, whatever. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.